Thank you for joining us today for our Made in Texas video series. Today we are joined by the filmmakers and one of the subjects in the upcoming documentary, going Varsity and Mariachi. Thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
And congratulations on the film. And jumping right on in, can you guys tell us a little bit about the project itself and why you chose to make this project and the subject itself?
Yeah, the movie follows a competitive high school mariachi team in South Texas for a calendar year. So from auditions through graduation.
Sam and I were filming a different project along the border, and we heard that for the first time, Texas UIL was sanctioning high school mariachi. And so I think we were just like, wow, that sounds really interesting. We had never heard that mariachi was being competed at on the same level as like marching band and cheer and football. And so we were just immediately intrigued.
How did you feel being like the subject, or you and your friends being part of this documentary, that it was going to be focused on you?
I was nervous at first.
Were you?
Yeah, the first time we met, we talked, I was like freaking out, or they went to my house and my parents were freaking out too. They're like, we need to clean and everything. But after a while, it became natural, and it felt like really special that all these important moments senior year were going to be on camera.
Wow. How did y'all land on Edinburgh North?
I mean, we first started calling all the top mariachi teams in the state, and it kind of easily led us to the Rio Grande Valley. And we started talking to coaches, and we realized that Abel Acuña's team at Edinburgh North was way more interested in developing skills for the students to then go into adulthood, like more than just winning trophies. He was interested in kind of this holistic like learning for the kids. And so we just sort of asked if we could follow them, and they were open to it. Honestly, all the schools were open to it. It was really cool.
Kind of building on that, can you speak a little more to that as far as how the community embraced you, or the film-friendly experience, and just kind of touching on that?
Yeah, so I know Sam and Alejandra had contacted a number of folks down there initially who they knew from prior work that they'd done, from other films that had been filmed in the Valley, for crew contacts and some recommendations. I also went through the Texas Film Commission site, which was really, really helpful, and got connected with the film-friendly contact in Edinburgh, who was wonderful, and connected us with the superintendent, connected us with a number of locations down in the Valley, and everyone was really easy to work with. Like, I've filmed kind of all over the country and had experience filming in other schools before, and it's not usually so opening or trusting or welcoming, understandably, but it's, it really speaks to, I think, the Valley and the folks that live there and the culture that's there, that they saw what this could be and how important this is, and obviously have a lot of pride. And I think that allowed us to, the level of access that we had, and to make the movie that, you saw the other day, so.
Sure. Wow, that's great to hear.
Yeah.
So there's a very powerful scene in the film where the mariachi director asks the group, what does mariachi music mean to you? We'd love to hear your own perspectives as far as what mariachi music has meant for yourselves individually, and just, kind of taking from that.
Yeah, I mean, that scene was a total accident, and
Really?
It was kind of an amazing, we intended to have like a lesson, like we were like, you know what, people might not know what mariachi is. We were like, Mr. Acuña, can you like do a lesson for the students? And then it turned into something else that ended up being way more special, so that was like a really just powerful like moment to film as well, because we didn't realize that the students were going to open up in that way.
Sure.
I think for me, mariachi for me means family. I listen to the music and I think of my dad and my grandpa and my grandma. I think of those who are not with us anymore.
Sure.
And I think of, also like the good times. I think of all the celebrations. I think of the birthday parties, the quinces, the weddings. I think of like all those moments that I've shared with my family.
Right.
I think mariachi means joy. The joy of the students who are playing it, the joy I've gotten from listening to it and participating in this movie. So, I mean, I'm going to take that, into the future for the rest of my life. So,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what Aiden said in the film, who was, I think, the second student to speak up, is that it was his opportunity to kind of not feel excluded from his culture. And I kind of grew up feeling that, taking on this movie and kind of living here for a year, it really felt like, okay, I can really like access this. Like I can choose to be a part of it more.
Mariachi is a safe place for me. Whatever I'm going through at the time, there's a song for it. There's going to be a song for it. And so it's like a comfort.
Nice. And projects you're currently working on, or next projects? What's in store for yourselves?
Loaded question. No, I mean, we want to continue making feature documentaries. We love the process, and it's been really amazing to make this film. And so, we're slowly thinking about stuff, but it's hard. It's like, we spent 3.5 years basically making this film. And it's a time commitment, and it's, we really want to love what we dive into next. So
Right.
I think we want to make something in a similar space that touches on like coming of age themes and immigration, but not mariachi.
Right. And yourself, Abby, what's next for you? I guess.
In college, gonna work for my degree to become a Mariachi director, hopefully back in the Valley.
Would you like to go back and
For
teach
sure.
that? You would.
Mhm.
It's like,
I miss the Valley a
do,
lot.
do you really? Okay, nice. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all of you. A beautiful film. We've really enjoyed it. It's been a lot of discussion here with our colleagues, and we're really excited for yourself. So thank you again for taking the time to come with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having
great.
us.
Sure.